is to be here today amongst all of you to share our story. My name is Danielle Alston, and I am mom to Abbott Archer Alston, one half of Team Abbott and Harper. I was talking to a good friend of mine and mentioning to him that I was fretting over what to say to you all today. He said to me, "You know this subject, just speak from your heart." So that's what we're going to do this morning. Certainly when my husband and I decided to have Abbott's middle name as Archer, we had no idea we'd be spending so much time on Archer Road. As it stands, the man upstairs had different plans than where we are today. 4 years ago, we hardly knew what a cochlear implant was. Today, terms like ABT, audiograms, ADRs, and speech cone are part of our everyday vocabulary. Our son Abbott was born in May of 2010. He failed his newborn hearing screen several times in the hospital and was subsequently diagnosed as having profound bilateral sensory hearing loss. Talk about a single doctor's visit being able to turn your world upside down. Since there was no history of hearing loss in our family, we were completely caught off guard with this diagnosis, and to say that in the beginning we were lost would be an understatement. Early on, we knew this journey would either make us or break us, and we made a conscious decision not to let it break us. We wasted little time in making sure that Abbott was on a fast track to having meaningful access to sound. That track included coming here and meeting with an amazing team of people that work in the cochlear implant department at Shands. I can't say enough about how much our family appreciates them. From Dr. Antonelli, who I affectionately refer to as the Miracle Man, and who refers to me probably not so affectionately as Mama Bear, who was willing to take a chance and implant a child at just 5.5 months of age, to Dr. Colburn, who's no longer here but activated Abbott when he was 6.5 months old. Dr. Gray took over his care after Dr. Colburn left, and Dr. Hall, who filled in while she was on maternity leave. Of course, we can never leave out the great Brittany Lane, the best therapist a kid could ever ask for. Whether they know it or not, these people are family to us. Especially when it comes to my children, I can be a tough person to deal with, but this group of people have been there for us every step of the way. They've listened to us complain, brag, and at times cry during this journey, and they've done so gracefully. They'll never know how much they really mean to us. If we have to be on this journey, there's no group of finer professionals that I'd rather have on our side. The number of people that showed up today to walk on behalf of Team Abbott and Harper is a testament to the amount of love and support we've had since we first got Abbott's diagnosis. There's no way Daryl and I could have done this alone. The love and support our family has offered us during this time has been nothing short of amazing. My mother came to live with us for over 2 months to assist with therapy, and Daryl's parents have provided unwavering support as well. My sister and brother-in-law have always treated our children as though they were their own. Abbott's big sister, Natalie, has spent countless hours doing therapy with Abbott and doing it in a way that he had no clue he was even doing therapy. We have friends that drove many hours to be here today, friends that wanted to be here and couldn't, but are supporting us in spirit. Some of my co-workers are here, including my favorite CEO. These are the same co-workers that were never completely sure if I was going to be having a good or a bad day, but were there for me regardless. And speaking of support, I cannot thank Miss Amy and Miss Tina, Abbott's director and teacher at his daycare, enough. When all the other daycares cringed at the thought of having to go the extra mile for a child with a disability, these ladies welcomed him and our family with open arms. They continuously go above and beyond the call of duty, and we are so thankful for them. While we're on the subject of support and love and being there for me and us, I want to also publicly thank my husband. He is my best friend in life and has been so amazing through all of this. From the moment Abbott was diagnosed, his faith has never wavered. His first words to me were, "It will be all right, we'll do what we have to do, and we'll deal with it." I don't thank him nearly enough or tell him nearly enough how much he means to all of us. All of these people I've mentioned have all been passengers on this emotionally charged roller coaster ride and have all been there for us every step of the way. It's definitely a journey, one that is not always easy. There are lots of lows and even more highs. Today, Abbott is a happy, well-adjusted, almost 4-year-old that has speech and language abilities that are on par with those of his normally hearing peers. Seeing the progress that Abbott has made in 3 short years, that feels more like 20 years, is worth every tear that's been shed, every penny that's been spent, every bond that's been locked between Tallahassee and Gainesville, and every gator joke we've had to endure from our friends, and every battle we've had to fight on his behalf. Speaking of gator jokes, and being from Seminole Country and married to an FSU graduate, particularly during and in light of this year's football season, I got so much grief for not necessarily cheering for, but certainly not cheering against the Gators. I sometimes admit that I'm a closet Gator fan because the Gators, after all, helped to fix Abbott's ears. My husband often reminds me that he's pretty sure none of the guys on the football team had anything to do with that. But hey, I'm still a Gator fan for life, albeit a closet Gator fan. In all seriousness, having been given a choice, our family would have never chosen to be on this path that we found ourselves on. But since we found ourselves here anyway, we decided to try to make a difference in the lives of other families facing challenges similar to ours. We've met some amazing families on this journey, including the second half of Team Abbott and Harper. I got a call a little over a year ago from a friend of mine that happened to work at the Early Steps office where Abbott received services. She said the same thing to me she said to Amber, that she wasn't sure she was supposed to do this, but there was this mom she just talked to. Her daughter was just diagnosed as being deaf. She said, she reminds me a lot of you, and I think you could help her. Can I give you your contact information? I told her absolutely. Not long after Harper's mom, Amber, sent me an email, I responded to her in what must have been a 20-page email, telling her everything she could possibly want to know about this journey and what it would take to get her daughter to where she so desperately wanted her to be. Amber and I have become great friends over the course of this last year, and even if it was what we both considered a tragedy that brought us together, I'm thankful to have met her and the other families and kids we've met. Somehow knowing that we are making a difference, even a small difference, he gets that from his daddy, by the way, in the lives of other children and families, almost gives purpose to Abbott being born with a hearing loss. I'm constantly amazed by the fellow CI children we meet. They've inspired us since day one and really given us peace that everything really is going to be okay. Currently, we are involved in the Happy Hearing Birthday Project at Shands. Through this project, our family is providing a hearing birthday gift to every child that has his or her new ears turned on. This gift consists of a sand bucket full of therapy toys, books, and information on resources available to families. We're hopeful that it will be a useful resource. If you'd like to follow this and other projects our family is involved with, you can find us on Facebook by searching for Abbott's Adventures. I serve on several hearing loss boards across the state, and also a board member of the Florida chapter of A.G. Bell. Additionally, I've become involved in legislative issues dealing with deaf and hard of hearing causes, particularly if they relate to children. Currently, Senate Bill 722 and its companion in the House, House Bill 591, are making their way through the legislative process. This is a bill that I've been following and loosely working on that, if passed, will allow providers that provide services to deaf and hard of hearing children to contact parents directly upon diagnosis. We are hopeful that if this bill passes, the days of parents having to spend hours on the internet looking for available resources will come to an end. I encourage you to keep an eye on your legislators in Tallahassee and track bills that might impact yourself or your child. In closing, whether you're just starting out on this journey or a seasoned veteran, you all are a special part of the Cochlear Implant family, and we all share a bond that most will never understand. On behalf of Team Abbott and Harper, I thank all of you for showing up today to lend your support to the work that the folks at Shands and the Cochlear Implant Department is doing on behalf of all those with hearing loss. It is appreciated. Thank you to Dr. Gray, Dr. Hall, and Brittany for everything you've done and continue to do for Abbott and our family. Thank you to Jillian and the rest of the volunteers that helped organize this fantastic event. I want to leave you with a quote from Helen Keller that may seem a bit cliche, but I hope will inspire us to all do our part. She said, "I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something I can do." I hope you all will continue to do the somethings that you can do. Thank you, and God bless.